We got a special treat for you viewers today. Earlier this week, we had a scrimmage between some former MLG Pro players, as well as Gandhi and some of his friends, heading off against our BTB winners from our most recent winter tournament, Wake Up. We're looking at Formal from Pulse Ambush's point of view, and we have a game on Solace Capture the Flag. And off the start, we see Formal getting the jetpack, not doing too much with it. Ruben, if you were in the shoes of these pros who have never really played the big team version of this map, what are you thinking off the start?
Well, they're definitely confused, because this isn't the way you normally play Solace. We play it split in half the width way instead of the length way. And so now, all these pro players, this is definitely going to be a map they're going to love, though, once they actually get their bearings and go at it. It's definitely one of our more arena-type maps, where it's just going to be close quarters, BRs all the time.
See Formal flanking around over onto this high sort of crow's nest. Getting the high ground, but not really getting too much. He got shots across the map, but still exposed to the low ground there, and he gets taken out really easily. But in the meantime, we do see our pro team moving a flag and getting it really close to the capture. Hasn't quite been dropped in yet, but they did get it all the way across the map. They're trying to put this in.
Yeah, the pros doing a good job being aggressive off the start, managing to get that flag and get it back to their base. Unfortunately, it recovers right there. But this is definitely, like I said, a map that the pros are just going to love because they can just hold forward and slay.
We see Wake Up getting the flag out, taking it over to that very safe side of the map, taking a really careful route, can't really be shot from across the map. But the pros are just holding straight for the Wake Up flag and just going straight in here. They want to just overwhelm and keep this flag from going in while grabbing one possibly of their own.
Formal doing a really good job staying alive in the enemy's base, putting shots into so many Wake Up players.
Overextends just a little bit there. I don't think he had to pop out. Gets cleaned up because of it, but we still see our pros getting some foothold. Still haven't let Wake Up put in the flag, and now they've pulled another one, and Wake Up won't be able to score this flag until they get that return.
Yeah, you can definitely see the pros are playing this map a little bit differently than we see it in the BTB net, or normal BTB players. I've seen every pro so far just spawn and hold sprint forward to their side of the map.
Seems like a good strategy, since that kind of keeps them from spawning on the flag, forces them to spawn over in the corners.
Definitely a good idea. You can see all the pros right now, 5 of them pushing in the flag, 2 more following up behind them.
I kind of want to switch into our special God Cam and just watch the Wake Up flag here as we see all the pros on that side of the map. You see, oh, it looks like the pros have been pushed back, but we can see all of Wake Up just spawning and swarming over to where the pros were, just running long ways across their side of the map. Don't see a lot of action right here. Ruben, what are you seeing from Wake Up right now as you look toward their flag?
Saw a couple Wake Up players all fall back for one pro player on their side of the map. Now I'm not seeing anybody. It seems that they all pushed over.
Let's switch back into Formal's point of view now, as we see him getting some easy kills, safe kills, clean kills over in the very safe side of the map here.
Yeah, he's pushing top rockets right now. Good idea. Both the pros right now have control of both towers. You can see Formal putting long range shots.
You see these rockets up, but Formal just ignores them.
Seems like both teams ignoring him right now, just trying to slay and make sure they're safe. I assume that's Siphon who probably picked them up right there.
Formal just sitting in his death screen. Spawns, immediately turns for the flag. We see a light rifle being used by the pros here.
Not sure who that was using it, but light rifle is a good choice on this map. If you can get up into one of the towers, you can shoot down on spawns and just outrange the BR with it.
See one of the Wake Up players being really sneaky up on that leg.
Formal again finding himself top mid. Good idea to drop bottom mid, stay alive here. Damage boost is up. It looks like the pros just grabbed that. Score tied 1-1. Looks like the pros are going to try to push off of damage boost side this time.
Formal just easing his way into the wake up base. Plenty of yellow dots on his radar. He knows he's got help. And it looks like they're trying to get a flag moving out of wake up space again.
Enemy flag down. Your flag.
Both teams grabbing the flag. Formal's got the DMR. Knows he's going to get those easy shots. Now he's got himself a railgun, charging up a little blue blaster.
So this flag looks like we're going to have a standoff going right now. In the most recent settings, it's been changed, so your flag has to be home to score. So you're going to see Formal trying to clean up this kill, get his flag home so his team can score.
Trying to sneak up on that flag carrier with the railgun. May try to use the railgun as a shotgun to just defend this flag from close range. In a bit of a straight rifle battle with Anthony there. Anthony got help before Formal did, and Formal gets cleaned up.
One thing that you can notice the pros are doing a really good job of is they always this game have had somebody in the wake-up phase. So no matter if somebody dies on their side or if they end up losing help, they always have another player in there to just pull a flag and continue this momentum of always having flags out.
They're definitely taking advantage of the really small longitudinal distance on this map. Really wide map, really short map, and pros are definitely taking advantage of that as they push wake up just constantly on their own side of the map.
See wake up having a good push right here, but all the pros spawning in right now, catching Anthony alone.
Anthony looked like he had his pants around his ankles right there, just by himself, deep in the pro base.
So I don't know what time rockets are up. I assume they must have gotten picked up recently. Or no, they're probably coming up in another 30 seconds or so. So pros on the right side of the map for this one.
Formal had himself a good flank there, but wake up is just turning around and swarming the pro teams that have gotten their way into the base.
So right now we're seeing pros continuing to push on rocket side. I think they've gotten a clue of where rockets spawn and what the time is on them.
We see Formal just had no answer for the sheer numbers Wake Up had on their side of the map there. See Costa lifting up into the crow's nest. And Formal giving up on that kill, just focusing more on targets that he can hit instead of staying just tunnel vision on Costa.
Yeah, that's one thing you'll not necessarily notice a difference between the Wake Up players, but a common MLG ability is to multitask well and put shots in multiple targets. And you definitely see that.
Formal carrying this flag, putting the flagnum to good use as he gets the flag kill there. And he's gotten into this very closed side of the map.
Flag reset.
He knows his flag is reset, so he's trying to get to his space. It looks like he may have a clear path to take this flag, and Siphon doing his best to stop it. Wake Up barely gets the flag out in time to stop Formal for putting in this flag in just yet.
Nice push from Wake Up to take advantage of the pros not having presence on the damage boost side of the map. Unfortunately, not enough.
Really good execution out of Formal there, making sure he did not die with that flag as Wake Up heavily pushed in and tried to stall that cap out as much as he could. Formal gets the wingman after he died. That's a true sacrifice for a wingman there.
So now it looks like the pros are split between the two sides of the map, half on damage boost, half on rocket side.
Formal sees Snipe Down go down, cleans up the kill, and immediately pushes right back in on the flag. Ooh, chokes with the grenade. I think Chris Puckett might have something to say about that one.
It seemed for a while there, I think the pros just barely picked it up, but they seemed to be ignoring. Yeah, I see Maeve now has the overshield. They seem to be ignoring that for a long time when they could have gotten an earlier push from it.
See Formal putting shots in across the map on the high side. Keeping that high ground member. Anthony just backed down as much as he could, but Anthony has the confidence to challenge the pro player here. He gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, it definitely shows that the Wake Up players aren't to be taken advantage of or taken granted for or anything. They definitely have good shots of their own and can compete with these pro players on a 1v1 basis.
And we see our pro players do have a flag sitting in their base ready to score it. They've got to get their flag back. They finally do, and now the pro players have a lead 3-2 over our big team.
It seems as though the pro players are starting to become more comfortable on this map, understanding where to go, who to be with, what weapons spawn where. Now we got Formal pushing into the enemy flag. Like I said at the early start, like the pro players just want to get in the base and distract Wake Up as much as they can.
Do you think their familiarity with Solace in general gives them an advantage here compared to if they were playing on one of the more traditionally big team sized maps? Oh, Formal, I must interrupt you for my question. Formal does get the flag beat down there.
Not often we see those since they have the waypoint over their head. But yes, I do think that their familiarity with this, once the game starts, they probably had a little shock because the map wasn't the way they knew it to be. But they definitely know how to move around this map. They just had to adjust to the fact that we're playing across the sides now.
No shields, challenging Siphon with the Flagnum across the map. And he just casually walks this flag into the game. That's his second cap of the game.
Formal, commonly known as a Slayer in the MLG world, seems to be an objective player in BTB.
Definitely doing work with the flag this game, both from a slaying and a running perspective. Tries to get the assassination, whiffs, and he gets beat down, but oh, he almost kills Siphon, but Siphon throws up the hard light shield, but it doesn't protect him from the explosive at his feet. Almost a really clutch play out of Siphon there. See, Formal trying to beat down Electric, but Electric just too slippery.
Gets the bag for it. Still see the pros having a good presence though. Haas jumping in for a flag. Looks like, yep, Wake Up just scored, so now the score 4-3. Pros still pushing in hard though.
Still have 3 minutes left in this game. Still anybody's game. Wake Up does have time to come back in this one. But they are going to have to get off their own side of the map and try to outslay these pros a little bit. And right now it is not looking like that is going to be the case.
Pros doing a really good job of controlling these spawns. I saw back-to-back-to-back Wake Up players' feet touch the ground off spawn and get absolutely melted.
And we have Formal kind of rumbling through the jungle here with the flag. And he's looking to put in his third flag cap of this game. And if Wake Up does not show up, this will be the final cap of the game. And our pros take game one, 5-3.
Victory. Flag.
Definitely a victory I expected to see out of the pros there. They have 4 members of the team Ambush, probably one of the more dominant Slayer-built teams in the MLG world right now. And so it makes obvious sense that they'd be slaying really hard that game.
Definitely our pros came out looking strong on a map that kind of helps them ease into this big team scene, doesn't shake it up too much for them. No vehicles to work against, and they show that when it comes to just straight rifle battles, they really are the pros, and they take our game one. We'll be going into game 2 next with Big Team Slayer on Vortex.